What's poppin', YouTube? What's up? What's up? Now, hey y'all. Today I'm coming with the Love and Hip Hop reunion. Bitch, that reunion. Lord have mercy. We ain't even nowhere near that. Anyway, so Love and Hip Hop season 6. Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm sorry, season 6, episode 4. So, I'm not really going to talk about last week because I did a video about it, but basically it starts off with Cardi and Yorma. Usually they go ahead and play the fight over again, but they played like the rest of it. They didn't actually start with the whole thing. So if you didn't watch it, go watch episode 3 and then watch 4 because they'll do the whole thing leading up to it. Anyways, so yeah, pause. Thank you guys for watching the last video or the video before that if you watched that one. Appreciate you just clicking on me. I don't know what made you click on it, but I appreciate you for watching. At least a couple people will stay at me for about 2 seconds. You ain't gotta watch the whole video, but I got a view, so thank you. Okay, so Cardi and Yorma, they finished, police security pulling them apart, and they both like, get off me, I don't know, let me get that bitch, all that, you know how we turn up. So Cardi's in the car, kicking windows out and shit, acting a motherfucking fool. Yorma's in the motherfucking club, still trying to get her too. Then I guess she realized that niggas wasn't going for it. And so she ends up somewhere else in the club, and so she's crying. And I really felt her, like I had sympathy for her. Only because, she didn't know what the fuck was going on, even though she should have. Because if you got to question your nigga, you should stay ready if you have to question your nigga about a bitch, right? Right. So, but I still have sympathy for a woman, because I can understand, even though I've never really been, my first real relationship is actually with my fiance right now. And so, now that I've been with him for about 2 years, I can understand, more, I never really had issues, not issues, but I never really put a lot into relationships because the first nigga I ever fucked with just fucked me over completely. So, I checked out, just doing my whole shit. Hey, it is what it is, So, now that I'm with the man and, I love him, I can understand, why a bitch's emotions be up and down for years. I was like, oh, these bitches always on these niggas nuts, all this other shit. But, when love gets involved, it changes things. And I have a lot more sympathy, and I don't, just disregard females' feelings like I used to, because now I'm in that position. Now my nigga ain't like these niggas, but you understand what I'm saying. And I have sympathy because, like if my nigga ever did me like that, I probably would pop off on a bitch or, start crying and shit too. It is what it is, like I'm not going to deny that. So anyways, off me. We're on Love Hip Hop. Sorry, y'all. So she basically, oh, it's my hair. I'm like, I thought a bug or something was flying. I'm sorry, y'all. So basically, she's just kind of crying herself. And the reason why I said I kind of have sympathy, I really don't, because at the same time, bitch, you stood up. And let me address that. Everybody was like, oh, as soon as Cardi walked over there, I seen, as far as the two people I watched, they both said that Yorma stood up immediately, but I didn't see it like that. Yorma, when Cardi walked up, she was like, she didn't even acknowledge Yorma. So let's start there. She walked past this bitch like they weren't over here booed up in this fucking booth by themselves. So off top, a bitch like me see that, I'm not even gonna walk over there, but that's just the type of bitch I am. I'm not a petty asshole. Especially if I'm Cardi and I'm saying that this is my side nigga, like, regardless of if he's lying or not, that's your side nigga, like you say. And I don't know if you his side bitch, but you're not stupid. She's not a dumb girl. She know what it is. That's why she really don't give a fuck. So for her to have walked over there, Cardi's ass is messy, because I personally wouldn't did that. I would have chucked the deuce on his bitch ass, and I would have never fucked with him again, period, because that shit just ain't cool. Like, but because I'm doing my own dirt, I'm not going to judge another nigga for doing his dirt. And that's, people just stupid. So, but when she walked up and was like, what's poppin'? And then she acknowledged Yorma after staring into her nigga's eyes for a minute and was like, what's poppin'? And when a bitch say what's poppin' to me like that, bitch, what's poppin' with you? And I would have been asking, who is this bitch too? Because we were over here booed the fuck up, and you just walked over here messing up my little Mac session or something, So I felt Yorma. I would have stood up on that bitch too. Like, what's really good, ho? You know, so I mean, I felt both sides. I'm always a person who can always see both sides. I'm not one of those people who be like, oh, I've been Cardi before, or I've been Yorma before. No, I'm always gonna look at it from both sides, because I know I feel I'm a new bitch every day. Not saying I'm crazy or bipolar, but you know, I get into situations based off of how I feel that day. You know, if I'm super fucking high, I'm probably not going to get into it with a bitch, because you're not going to blow my high. But if I'm off of nothing, or if I'm off of liquor, then it's going to be a whole nother bitch. I'll be ready to pop off a little bit more. But I think that's everybody, you know. Liquor makes you turn up, weed makes you turn down. So, I mean, it just depends. Not saying that they do any of that, but I'm just saying, you know. And so, for everybody to be like, oh, Yorma should have stood up. Yorma should have stood up if she wasn't about that life. That bitch did not swing not one fucking time until they were starting to break up. But she was still pulling hair. So I'm like, Yorma, this is, obviously you ain't been around that many black people to know that. I mean, even though Cardi is not black, you know what I'm saying? Cardi been around enough niggas where she know what it is, nigga. When it's time to pop off, it's time to pop off. So obviously, when it goes down, it goes down. And Yorma wasn't fucking ready. When Yorma stood up, she should have been ready, and she wasn't. And then she want to cry, talking about, oh, I don't even look like, I'm not even a fighter like that. Well, bitch, you should have stayed your ass on that couch, because you picked the right one with Cardi, nigga. And then Self is a hoe. Ooh, bitch, is ashy. Oh no, that was just the gleam. I was like, ooh. But anyways, so Self is a hoe ass nigga. Like, I can't fuck with a nigga like that who claims this is his girlfriend, and then claims that he has respect for this other bitch. But when these two hoes meet, you just sitting there letting the beef go down like la la la. No, nigga, when you seen Cardi over there, you should know your bitch, you should know your girl, you know she wasn't gonna do shit. And then you know Cardi is on team motherfucking 10, team too goddamn much. So when Cardi came over there, you should have stood your ass up too and was like, hey, you know, this ain't the time and place. So that's another reason why I'm like, this shit is staged, because there's no way that if this was me and my nigga and another bitch, my nigga already knows what it is. I would definitely be Cardi in this situation. I wouldn't be Yorma's dumb ass. But like I'm saying, I would be Yorma situation, but I would be popping off like Cardi is what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, so he should have known what was going to happen as soon as he seen Cardi. He should have got the fuck up and went on ahead and nip that in the bud quick, especially if you didn't want your girl to get her ass whooped. But anyways, I just want to talk about that, because I'm just like, you know, niggas love playing victim. Like, he let all his dirty laundry aired out, and he wanted to play victim and everything, and then he wanted to feel bad for Yorma and shit. And I'm like, no, nigga, you put this on Yorma. You love her and all this shit, and you claim you love her, but that wasn't love. That's not love when your bitch got to come to your house talking about whose ring is this, crying and shit. That's not love. So anyways, next scene. Oh, I can't believe I talked about these motherfuckers for 8 minutes. They're not even that damn interesting. But okay. So then BBOD walks up. No, the next scene is BBOD, and they're meeting up to talk about management. They're just trying to figure out what they're gonna do about this Rashida situation, and how they're gonna, you know, keep a manager or figure out who was the problem, or whatever the case may be. Just talk about it, because obviously every time they talk, it just doesn't go well, and they end up, I think, one step closer to not being friends. You know, because friends in business, we already know that really usually doesn't work. Now, some people can make it work. I think I could work with my friends and then I'll work, but then at the same time, those are my bitches. So, hey, there's a difference, you know. Like, I think that they're not bitches like that. I think they're really cool friends, but I don't think that they are ride or dies, like they've been friends for a long time. But they could have. It just doesn't seem like it, because how they kind of talk to each other, and they kind of just pop off so quickly. Like, you know, me and my bitches don't do that. Like, we talk shit and all, but it's just a totally different situation. So I'm just like, I don't know how long they really been friends, you know. But whatever, that really has nothing to do with nothing. I really think that these two bitches are the tackiest motherfuckers in America. Well, not me say America, because we know some tacky people out there. And, but they're the tackiest people, at least on TV right about now. They can't fucking dress. They probably on the same level as Jackie from Basketball Wives. Y'all know Jackie's ass is tacky, but Jackie's old. So Jackie gets an excuse, you know, because she hang out with a lot of young bitches. So she try to keep up, but she can't. These two hoes are probably my age. I'm 24, so I'm pretty sure they're either my age, younger, or a little bit over. In the 20s, though. We know they're in the 20s. We've established that. So, like, they walked up looking like some motherfucking prosties, nigga. Looking like ladies of the night. hood, some cheap ass ones at that, some cheap ass goddamn streetwalkers. I was just like, what the fuck? Y'all got these little skimpy ass little outfits on. Now, I'm not saying if a bitch was skinny, she wouldn't wear that, because, oh, trust and believe, if I can get in it, I can fit in it at this size. So, if a bitch was skinny, oh, it'd be, you know, you understand what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying like, oh, y'all just too slutty, because if I was skinny, I would too. I'm never deny that, and I'm not gonna hate on bitches who do. But that shit was tacky. It was just not cute. Like, at least be cute about it. Like, when Lexi walked in with that yellow on and shit, like, that was horrible, horrible. I'm talking about them being streetwalkers, and I haven't even got to this scene yet. That's my brother. I'm in his room. Hey, y'all see this head? And y'all ain't even gonna help me out. Y'all just gonna let my baby walk around like this. Ain't nobody help my baby out, no video, no nothing. I don't need no help. It's just too much work combing his hair. You gotta get it. I gotta treat his hair like I treat mine. So, you know, I don't fight with it, because I know as soon as I do it, he gonna go around, get on the floor rolling around, and he gonna mess it right back up. So there's no point. We plaited it. We try to do everything, but the rubber bands pop out. It's just too much. So, anyways, you want to be in the video or you want to get down? Son. Anyway, so yeah, I skipped and I was talking about what they were in their little outfits. About when I was talking about streetwalkers. I'm sorry, I'm ahead. See, that's why I be trying to put my stuff on the phone so I could stay focused. And I didn't skip to a damn performance. But back to when she had the yellow blazer on and then the glasses and all that. That just didn't match to me. That just was very tacky. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I know I'm not the best dressed person in the world, but I wouldn't have never put that together. That's just not me. I didn't think it was cute. And so I just think she tries really, really hard. She be trying to be so trendy, but it just doesn't work. You can tell that she was really trying to put a cute outfit together, but it just wasn't cute, like, you know. And so then most they're at the table, they just talking, having little conversations, and then they basically, see a shirt. So they basically were just talking, and Mo's talking about she got a boo and all this blah blah blah, and so nobody cares. They are still trying to figure out what they're gonna do about Rashida as a manager. Then the next scene is Richie D and his daughter at lunch, and she gets he's just basically trying to check her and say she's been kind of wilding since she's been in New York, which she probably has. If I was a 16-year-old and my daddy is famous and I'm gonna be in the city of New York, like in New York fucking city, come on now, like, you know that shit be cracking, whether how old you are. So I can understand. And her mama was dumb for doing that anyways. Her mama knew what it was. I think that was just something for this season stage, because I'm like, why would you send your daughter to a man you know don't go to church? Like, come on now, that was just stupid. And so anyway, so she busts out with a belly button ring, and Rich is just like, really, like, what the fuck are you doing, you know, type shit. And so she's just like, daddy, like, I can make my own decisions type shit. And he's looking at her like, girl, bye. But, you know, they're more like friends. You know, he hasn't been in her life for like 16 years. Not saying that he hasn't been with her, but on and off, you know, he hasn't been around every day. So he can't do nothing but be her friend, because that's all he knows, you know. So that's what that scene was. The next one is Cardi and Mariah meeting up. Cardi wants to know what was happening at the party. Even though I don't know why she asked that stupid ass question, because she knew what the business was. When she seen one bitch at the studio, and then she walks in and see another bitch, she knew what it was, because she said it her damn self. And so she basically was talking about they were just talking about what happened, and then Cardi in the confessional, Cardi was like, well, you know, Yorma stood up, his little fat chick stood up like she was about that life. So, and I was like, for real, Yorma stood up like she was about that life, and Cardi showed her what the business was, period. Like, if you gonna stand up, you better just go ahead and be ready. You know, you can't stand up on somebody and not expect it. Now, Cardi was standing up, so I understood Yorma's side too. I'm gonna be on your level too, bitch. You ain't finna just swing on me on the couch, because it would have been over with if Cardi would have hopped on that ass on the couch. Yorma would have really got the business then. What? And so ooh, I need to clean your nose, boy. And so she basically was she should just shut that shit down. Like, Cardi was not playing, even though she was wrong, you know, but I felt like I felt both sides. Yeah, period. I don't want to keep saying that, but and I can see myself being both of them women, so maybe that's why. I can see both sides. But then they flash to, and like Cardi said, don't mess with her shmoney. And so then Self, she's talking about Self and how Self is her side nigga. And I'm like, if this nigga's your side nigga like that, why are you so bothered? But I guess it was more about the female thing than Self. Like, I can understand that she wasn't fighting this bitch over Self. She was fighting this bitch because she stood the fuck up and thought she was about that. So it's understandable. And so, you want to get down? Here, let's get down. You can tear up your Uncle Room. Oop, I guess he didn't want to get down, y'all. Sorry, son. Okay, and so, the whole time these bitches are talking at the table, I'm like, this is two bitches who I really don't want them to be in another scene together. They're both annoying as fuck. All you hear is Mariah, well, and then you got Cordy. So it's just like, I was kind of annoyed and over them. I'm like, please switch to the next scene. They have a whole empowerment moments talking about fuck these niggas over and all this shit. I'm all for it though. I'm all about that life. I don't believe in that whole, oh, this girl's a hoe, this girl's that hoe, but maybe because I am a hoe and I know that, well, at least I'm gonna be Drea. My wholeness was deleted when I got with my man. But I'm all for it. I'm all for people doing them. Niggas do them all day long, and then when it comes to bitches, oh, we gotta sit and not do nothing. Like I'm a 90s baby, so you already know how I think. Our generation of bitches don't give a fuck about what people think. So hey, it is what it is. So the next scene is Cisco, and he walk in looking like Fat Joe little brother, looking like Pitbull big cousin. Like, why is he back? I'm really mad that him and Diamond are not together because they gave me life, nigga. Like, ooh, I ain't never seen a dumb bitch like that before. Diamond took it to whole new heights, y'all. Like, we all seen that dumb asshole. Like, ooh, Lord have mercy. And so, I know y'all talking about, why she doing all that cuss in front of her baby? Because it's my baby. Get you some business. And so, basically, he's meeting up with Mo for dinner. And they, talking about whatever. She telling him about the Rashida situations, which I'm sure he really didn't give a fuck. I'm done playing with this earring. Jaden, be right here so I can be cute. So you can't see I'm missing the earring. But, and so he, selling her. I think he's just selling her dreams to smash. Honestly, I don't think he really thinks that she's talented like that. I think it's just another black woman for him to stick his dick in. Or not, let me not put race on that. Another woman for him to stick his dick in, and so, I guess she don't want him to work with nobody else, and I guess it sounded like that's what he agreed to, and so, but I'm just like, nigga, it's about the money and the pussy. He gonna tell you anything to get you in the studio and to get you into his bed, because it's all about, like I said, making money and getting pussy for these niggas. So, yeah, so then she invites him to the event, and then she says to meet her family, and Cisco's like, hold up, like, pause, pump your brakes, what are you talking about? Because even from them sitting there, I could tell it was not that deep, they're not there yet. And so when she popped up with family, my damn self, I was like, okay, like, all right, you to each its own. But me personally, I would have never brought up family to this nigga, especially a nigga in the industry. You really can't bring that shit up to niggas. I think, and niggas, who have a little bit of money, got a little bit of power, whatever the case may be. He probably ain't got no power, but you understand what I'm saying. Because those are the niggas who have so much pussy around them, they don't really need you. So you can't just be scaring niggas away like that. We be quick to, oh, you want to meet my family? And we ain't really thinking too much into it. It's just a friendly conversation. But niggas see that as getting tied down. So y'all just got to watch that shit. These niggas is not for it. So then that nigga, to me, he had just like checked out right then and there when he heard that family shit. So the next scene is back at Richie D house. Ashley in there packing, looking mad as hell, mugging the hell out of her mama. Her mama looking back like, bitch, what? Why are you mad? You know what the business is, So she just mad, slick ass mouth. My mama would have popped me right on TV in front of everybody, Like, to be honest, she got really lucky with that. I guess her mom is one of those not saying that Christians ain't beating people, because we all, you know, probably been raised in the church and our parents had no problem tapping that ass. But I just don't know why she didn't check her, because Ashley was giving shade, giving child shade. You know, I was just like, ooh, girl, my mom would have been like, fix your face, fix all that, you know. So I was just like, okay. So they just pack in, and then Rich walks in looking confused, like, why are you here? You know, and so she's telling him, I'm taking her home. She out here wilding. You ain't doing nothing. You her friend. You ain't playing daddy. You letting all this happen. I seen her post on Instagram, which I was like, really, Ashley? That's how you know these are, you know, honestly, I'm a 90s baby, but after about 93, maybe 94, these kids just, I really don't even consider them, you know, in my generation, even though they are, because it's just like, we're totally different breeds, to be honest. Even though we're born in the same decade, we all have totally different mentalities, and it's just like, people my age would have never done that, you know, even if we had, you know, social media back then like that. We had MySpace, but that wasn't until like middle school, high school type shit. So, you know, and it wasn't like that because, you know, I didn't get a phone. So I was a freshman in high school and I had a little flip phone, beep, beep. You know, we couldn't do all that. And so now, girl, y'all don't know how to edit no post. Y'all don't know how to put, oh, do not let my, you know, take people out of y'all posting that. She was just dumb. Like, girl, you knew your mama was going to see that. And you know your mama was not going to be happy about that. Like, she got to New York and acted brand new. So I actually I didn't feel bad for her because she was stupid for posting that picture. Stupid as hell. She could have got away with it for a minute, you know, and later on, hey, oh, mama, I got it 6 months ago. You didn't notice, so hey, it's done. But this bitch immediately put it on there. You know, somebody ran back and told her mama. And so Rich was just like, kind of like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, type shit. He was really pissed, you know, but he didn't disrespect her, because I would have been like, girl, she got a piercing on my watch. She got her coochie pierced on your watch. So, you know, I think that for right now, I'm winning. All she got was a little belly button ring. She ain't out here smashing. Well, now we never know. She probably is, but I'm just saying now. But I'm glad he didn't disrespect her like that, or, you know, say anything shady like that, because that, at the end of the day, that's your baby mama, so you just gotta let it go. And I think that the mama was stupid. Like, girl, you know he wasn't taking your daughter to no church. Like, girl, bye. That was just stupid. Next scene, Cisco in the studio, and Mariah comes in, and, you know, they just, you know, telling each other their background, sob stories, and all this other crap. So you already know they both had a little bad upbringing, so they was gonna get click tight or whatever. Then, you know, they just, you know, say, oh, and Mariah's like, oh, I want to kick it with you outside the business. So we already knew what that was. And then, so, of course, Mo just said this about this family thing, so it's more reason for him to start trying to talk to another girl. Then he just so damn corny. Cisco is so corny. Ooh, look at them eyes. Ooh, let me get closer. Like, boy, stop. You are about the corniest nigga. I don't even know how he gets pussy, because that was just so lame to me how he was getting at Mariah. And she was unbothered. He kept shooting at her, and she was just like, boy, bye. But obviously she liked it because she wanted a date. Then we go to DJ Self, talking about what happened. With Cardi B in the studio, and he's just like, you know, saying he's gonna apologize, which he should apologize to her too, because he should have just been real. If he would have said he had a girlfriend, Cardi probably would have been like, all right, nigga, like, I don't even want to I don't want to deal with you no more, or we just gonna keep it cute. And so she walks in, he like, are you mad? She was like, I'm ferocious. Bitch, you mean furious? I can't stand people. Bitch, just say you mad. Black people always, she ain't black, but you know what I'm saying. She be with us, so she black now. So black people always trying to, you know, use big, that ain't really a big word, but you understand what I'm saying. Just say mad, girl, because you used that totally in the wrong context. That was not the word you were looking for. But kudos for trying, I guess. But okay. Girl, get your vocab up. I need you to get that dictionary app. Get you a word a day, ho. I'm just saying, stop. I'm just saying, nigga. For real. She was like, I'm ferocious. Like, girl, I died, nigga. I was just like, this bitch is dumb. She's like, girl, just stop it. Don't try again. And then, so, and then she do her little famous line of, girl had beef with me. She gonna have beef with me forever. Like, girl. Seem too much. But she talking about, I'm crazy, but at least she knows she's crazy. You know, a girl like me, I'll be like, oh, I ain't crazy, but people always tell me that. So I think it's levels to the shit. I ain't crazy like Cardi's ass. That bitch is lunatic. For real, for real. And so but to me, she confuses me, because she's like, letting it be known, this is my side nigga, da 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 da. And then when he has a bitch, you're kind of mad. You sounded a little bothered, Cardi, even though you act like you're not. You're a little bothered, I can tell. And so, and then you were mad and calling Yorma fat. I forgot to mention that. Yorma is far from fat. If that's fat, let me get that, please. Because, whew, Yorma had a banging body. To me, she got a better body than Cardi. Cardi, whew, girl, get it out. And she got a better face. And I think that's what the real tea was. I think Cardi was like, oh, you got you a little cute bitch. Okay, I'm going to beat this whole ass. And so, and then for her to, Yorma to question her, it was just more reason for her to pop off on her. So I think it was a little bit of jealousy on that one. Because Yorma shits on Cardi. And so they basically ended that on, we strictly business. It's nothing more than that, no more, period. I'm done with you. So I'm glad they figured that out. Because we knew it wasn't going to work from when we first met this nigga. So we go to Cisco house, lighting candles and shit. When we see him with Mo, I was like, I wonder if Mo coming over. Of course not. It was Mariah. We've been waiting on it. Mo you took her out to dinner. You done brought Mariah to the crib with the candles and shit. Now, I'm about to touch on race real quick. And I know I can't say that. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone because he did wife up Diamond. So I'm not even going to say that because what I was going to say is, oh, see, the white girl get to go to his apartment and get candles and shit. And the bitch you just take this bitch to dinner. But he was with Diamond. He was with her. But look how he did Diamond. So, I mean, you know, I'm just not going to play the race issue. I like to throw the race card in there every once in a blue moon. Not just trying to base off. But to me, I just peep shit out. To me, I just feel like we are done very differently from women of other races, period. We always get the shitty end of the stick. So we're not going to touch on that today. But if you would like for me to, you know, have a video about how I view, you know, how blacks are treated in America, I will do that, you know, because I love to talk about that shit. I'm one of those people who I have no problem having conversations with anybody about stuff, and it's not personal, it's only a matter of opinion. So you get mad about how people feel about black people or whatever, then it is what it is. It's not my problem, you know. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. You can't change that shit because it's gonna be something that you say that people don't like. So hey, you gotta deal with it. And so then Snow Bunny walks in with her little tootie booty. And so, you know, Cisco's just all on her nuts. They all looking out, you know, looking at the city lights and all this. So they sit down. Mariah goes ahead and brings up Rich Dollars because she's just like, I'm going to let it be known because as soon as they see me in public with Cisco, probably, you know, they're going to be like, oh, well, she was rich, blah, blah, blah. Tells him this Cisco looking salty, and I guess he's still mad about the Diamond thing. But I'm like, nigga, look how you did Diamond. You got the nerve to get mad when she gonna fuck your friend? Duck. I would have did it too, Diamond. Because she had your ass looking stupid. You felt real stupid because your ass ain't back. Anyway, so they just being honest. He just, you know, he doesn't have a mouthpiece to me. It was just, oh, let me look into them eyes and try to get a kiss and shit. That was just really corny for me. But hey, if she like it, I love it. And then so I just thought it was very disgusting how they was just kissing and all that tongue and shit. You know, I think kissing with tongue and all that other shit and kiss people is right up there with fucking raw. It's the same thing, you know. Both of those ways you can catch some shit. And like I said before, I've been a hoe with it. So I'm not gonna say I'm innocent and I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't never fucked niggas raw. But I definitely regret that shit afterward, and I was just like, that shit's not for me. You know, taking chance with your body is not cool. And I think it's the same thing with kissing, especially when you kissing random people. You know, like at least most of the time when people be fucking, they, you know, fuck with condoms. Ain't no tongue condom, nigga. So, you know, I'm just like, people just are too trusting with their body parts and shit. You know, I've been too trusting with my own body parts, and thank God I've never contracted anything, but that was just God, honestly, because I've done some stupid shit, you know. And so then the next scene is Self at the radio station with the Migos. He trying to get Yorma back. He trying to, you know, have a real man-to-man talk with all the dudes in this radio station, and he's just, you know, at first he's talking in, is it second person? Is it a second person? I know it's first and third, but I guess second person would just you talking. Anyways, he's talking like it's not about himself. He's talking, calling himself a friend, saying, oh, a friend of mine fucked up, Then in the end, he admits that he's the friend. He's the person who had two girls. They fought. He regretted. He done had Yorma get in a car and then left her a note with flowers to listen to the radio. So he kind of just coming clean. He says her name, but I'm just like, that wasn't enough for me. You're not on TV, you're on the radio. You ain't flashing my picture. You ain't throwing out my last name. You ain't saying where you could know a bitch. I understand I don't want people giving out my information, but that just wasn't enough for me on the radio. Yorma could be any goddamn body. He don't give a fuck. I just think that was something he did to throw in there real quick. He was trying to be slick and just trying to get her back. And I think that was stupid. She all in there crying and shit. I would have been crying. I've been like, okay, nigga, what else are you gonna do? But then they meet up, and then she asked that though, what else are you gonna do to fix this? So she had a right for that. But girl, you don't care. You was gonna come back if he did that or not. I could see the dumb bitch in you from the first episode when you pulled out that ring, bitch, and you been coming back. So I already know you don't give a fuck. And then he talking about, oh, I'm a sucker. And no, Yorma's like, oh no, I'm a sucker for taking you back. You goddamn right, Yorma. I'm glad you said it, because I was gonna say it. No, bitch, you the sucker. But okay. Then we go fast forward to BBOD at their walking into their performance. This is where I was talking about. They look like streetwalkers and prosties, because they just, the outfits, the little cheap leather, they look like some bondage type bitches, you know, like. And so they were talking about they gonna do their song "Ta Ta Ta Licious," and then that bitch talking about "Ta Ta Ta Licious." Like, okay, how do you spell that? Like, for real, somebody type that. Let me know how you spell that shit, because I was just like, what? Like, okay. And it's just, you know, that Rashida and her were cordial. They, you know, kikied and shit, blah, blah, blah. It was fake. But, excuse me. But Rashida actually came through with the event. It looked like it was cracking. I'm sure that was Mona's doing. But, girl, good for you. It looked like something, you know, from the little clips they showed. It looked like it wasn't a dead-ass party like how in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood at that damn fashion show. That motherfucker was empty. They had more people at their release party than they had at that damn fashion show. But anyways, I'm still confused about their situation. I don't get it. Y'all still talking about, you sleepy? They're talking about not working with each other, but they're still working with each other. This is episode 2. They were saying we're done with each other, but now this is episode 4, and y'all are still working together. So I'm confused. It sounds like this is it. Episode 4, it's done after this, and there's no more. But we'll see. I can see them working back together again anyways, because I just thought that was stupid. I'm just really over it. Then Self brought Mariah to the event to mingle with the industry and and then he was like, if you got any inquiries, come to me. I'm like, nigga, are you her manager, or are you trying to produce her, nigga? Because that's 2 different business deals, nigga. Mariah, don't be a sucker. Don't be a sucker, because it sounds like he's trying to manage you and produce you. So get your coin. Make sure, you know, Self's definitely trying to get his coin. So girl, you need to get matters in order before you be paying him on both ends. You need to make up a deal, management / producing deal, and get a little discount or something, because that's 2 big jobs, you know. And so, ooh, my baby's sleepy. I'm gonna rock that ass sleep, y'all. Look at him. He's sleepy as hell. And so Cisco walks in. Mariah walks up to Mo and was like, you know, talking about on the confessional, Mariah had the nerve to say that their lyrics was garbage. Like, girl, your lyrics is garbage. Like, come on now. I'm like, your lyrics is garbage. You have no room to talk about nobody lyrics. That was trash. What the hell you did at that Gwen Fest, period. So then Cisco walks in, and you know, it talks. He gets introduced to Lexi. Lexi checked his ass quick, like, oh, so you're supposed to be her date? Where you been? Because we just performed. Like, you should have been walking in the door with her. And he was just like, damn, he wasn't ready for that. But, you know, that was a friend moment for Lexi. She checked that nigga real quick. And so, Mo and Cisco go outside. They mac and have their little situation, talking, you know, cupcaking and shit, you know. And so Mariah walks out like, you know, this is number again. And I mean, personally, if I see a man and a woman talking, I don't know what they're talking about. So at least walk up and be like, hey, am I interrupting something or something? These bitches just keep walking up to these couples and then wonder why it pops the fuck off. Whether you know they're a couple or not, you should ask. Y'all just come in and just be walking in on people's conversations. That's not cool to me. That's just disrespectful. So I understand why these bitches keep popping off. Like, you know. And so Cisco was like, damn, I didn't expect Mariah little ass to walk up. I died because I was thinking the same thing. I didn't expect her ass to walk up either. Like, I would have just stayed in my little corner, and when he was by himself, I would have went over there. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know. I say I wouldn't have walked up, but I don't know what I would do in that situation. But I'm the type of person, I'm not forward looking stupid when it comes to dudes. So ain't no nigga gonna ever say, well, I'm not your nigga, I can talk to whoever I want to. I will never put myself in that situation. So that's why if I see a nigga talking to another bitch that I'm thugging, I'm not gonna go up there. I'm gonna let it be what it is. No matter what the situation is, I ain't trying to get caught off guard. And so they damn boy, got the world seeing the best. Hey, you know? And so then Mariah, they just, they're Mariah and Mo, or oh girl, you was cute to listen, yeah, I like your lyrics, I like your music, then Mariah's like, oh, so are y'all working together? And Mo's like, this is my boo. Mariah was like, boo hoo. Bitch, where? Because she was looking like, okay. And Mariah's like, oh, well, I ain't know he got a boo, because we been macking, we been kicking it and whatnot, we been kicking it or whatever. And Mo looking like, with who? And so she got mad. She like, oh, see, I don't date people together, so I guess y'all are dating and I'm going to back away from this because I don't get down like that, which is true. So Mariah, I think Mo kept it cordial at first, but Mariah kept fucking talking. Mariah kept talking, kept talking. I'm like, girl, be quiet. You just seen what happened at Gwinnett Festival. She'll pop off, but not saying that you won't, but do you really want that issue tonight? Like, I don't think that's an event. A music event should be the last place where y'all be popping it off, because there's people there, people everywhere. Whether you know who they are, there's people there. And y'all bitches just don't know how to be professional to save y'all lives, period. And so they just still talking. And I think Mo really starts to get mad. Mo gonna say, well, Self can't work with, Cisco's not allowed to be working with nobody else. Cisco like, bitch, who? Because I can work with who the fuck I want to, regardless of whether the relationship thing, And so she's like, oh, well, I was under the impression that you agreed to that. He was like, nah, man. He shut that shit down. Like, girl, bye. And so, Mariah said that, Cisco ain't tell her that she was dating nobody. And I was like, okay, well, then y'all are dating. I'm not dating him anymore. I don't share niggas, period. And Mariah was still talking. And so Mo went ahead and slapped that drink on her face. I thought she pushed her, but then, right after that, Mariah was like, I don't know why she, when she did it, Mariah was like, right after that, Mariah was like, girl, what she said, you knocking cups at, had the people hands and stuff. And when she said that, it kind of reminded me of when K. Michelle was like, to Cardi B, oh, this bitch is shaking the table. Like, that's what I pictured in my head, because I'm like, yeah, bitch, you slapping drinks, but what you really gonna do? Like, And so, Mariah went out talking shit, like, what it was. And so Mariah and Cisco got escorted out. So that was the end of the episode. So next episode, they gonna, Mariah and Cisco gonna get clicked up. We got, damn, I forgot what else they said was gonna be on the next episode. It's just too much. Lil B is gonna be back next episode. I was like, damn, like, where's she been at? I haven't seen her, and we haven't seen her since episode 1, so she must be hella boring, because they made her skip 2 episodes. So we're gonna see what's going on with her and Yandy. Yandy and them weren't even on this episode, or Tara and Peter. I just noticed that. Cardi got all the tea, because they kept Cardi and BBOD, I guess, are the drama of this season, because they took over this whole little episode. And so this episode was cool. I love the drama. I love bitches fighting. So I was just like, yes, give me life. And so I just thought that everything was cool. I can't wait till next week. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you didn't make it this far, hey, but you clicked on it. Thank you. And I will definitely, I don't know if I'm about to watch something else and do a video on something else today. Who knows? I just thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day. See y'all next time.